everyone. This is Aaron. I'm with my friend Jazmine of the Big Girl Little World podcast. Hello,
Yes.
Jazmine.
Hey.
So, Jazmine, tell
Hi.
us about you and your podcast.
So I am definitely new to the podcast world. I am an infant, but my podcast is more so just about my new journey in life. I talk about everything, love, finances, family, relationships, and I try to just spread positivity with it and hopefully help people with me helping myself.
So how many episodes do you have so far?
One.
One. Well, let me tell you something. I listened to the first episode and it's great. How long have we known each
Thank you.
other?
Oh my gosh, Aaron. It's been well over 10 years now.
It's been a long time.
It's been a
So
long
I
time.
learned things about you in that podcast, despite how long we've known each other, and you're a very good storyteller.
Oh, thank you.
So I would suggest definitely check it out. I'm looking forward to the next episode. It's a great podcast. So, Jazmine,
Yay.
what are we talking about today?
Theme songs.
What type of theme songs?
I'm sorry, my TV show theme
TV
songs.
themes. Okay. So we said we're going to pick, we said 3 television theme songs, which we would consider the top 3 theme songs. And then we have some honorable mentions, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Honorable mentions.
Now, I really couldn't think of these aren't really the top 3. It's just the top 3 that I thought of at the time. And I even kind of cheated on one of mine, but I'm going to let you start. So what is your first theme song?
So my first theme song, I'm taking it back for me, but not really because they brought it back as well. The Proud Family theme song.
Mm.
Yes, it's Solange and Destiny Child. I love the song. And yes, I love music. Okay. I am a music person. And so like Destiny Child was in they like hype when this was going on and they had Solange and it just was magic.
So
And
it was, wait a minute. So it was Solange and Destiny's Child.
Solange did, including Beyonce. This is the 3-member Destiny's Child. I'm a survivor, Destiny's Child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's amazing that Beyonce was willing to take a back seat to her little sister for once in her life. That's pretty amazing.
You are not gonna get me canceled.
I know I should have saw, man,
you
for
are
real.
Not getting me canceled
I better shut up. No, Beyonce is the greatest person ever. She is a goddess amongst us. And I do not, and I should not, I'm not even worthy to speak her name. I am trash. Please do not come after me, Beehive. So Proud Family was one of your favorite shows?
No, not one of my favorite shows.
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
I've watched a few episodes of it and I know that I did. But it didn't really stick out to me as a show. My nieces and nephews watch it and they love it. Okay. But I was a huge Disney Channel person because I have a younger brother and he watched Disney Channel a lot and we would watch shows together. But before the show came out, they showed like a whole video making of them making that song. And it had Solange and Destiny's Child in it. And I fell in love with the song.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So are you 7 or 8 years younger than me?
I'm going to be 36 in April.
Oh, okay.
We're in April. I'll be 36 this month.
I can't do math, which is kind of sad, but so about 7.
Don't you got a PhD in math?
Give those things out to anyone. So, but there's about a 7-year difference. There's a 7-year difference between us. So I think basically you're like a true millennial, and I'm kind of like that in between Gen X, and I think some of our choices reflect that because I think. Because I'm a nerd, I looked up when all these shows came out. I think the Proud Family came out like around, okay, I can't even read my handwriting, but like around 2005 or something like that.
That sounds about right. That's when I graduated high school. So.
Oh, really? I'm so young. Okay. Right, so, I don't know why. It's like, of course, you graduated about 7 years after I did, but that just seems okay.
Yes, I graduated junior high in 2001.
Oh, you're such a baby.
I am.
Wow.
What behind the ears?
I think a lot of our choices are going to reflect that. So mine, because I'm in my soul, I'm an old ass man. My first choice is Gilligan's Island. Now,
yeah, dude.
okay. So even though you may not know word by word, you do know Gilligan's Island.
I do know Gilligan's Island.
Okay, and I was actually playing this earlier for my mother. Don't ask why. And she started singing. I was like, "You hadn't heard?"
She?
Yeah, she hadn't. We haven't watched that show in years.
Did she know word for word?
Not word for word. Well, she may have been holding back. I don't know. But the thing about that show, and there's actually another choice of mine that does the same thing, is that if you've never watched Gilligan's Island before, you're like, here's an episode. You've never watched it before. The theme song tells you exactly what the show is about.
It does.
Yes.
It does. When I was listening to it today, I was like, oh yeah, that is what happened. They got stranded at sea. There was a millionaire, a fisherman on a boat. And I'm like, oh, well, I pretty much caught up. That's what happened with the show.
Mm-hmm. And then it introduces every character.
Every character.
But then you find out the professor, he can build a radio out of a coconut, but can't build a boat. But that's, think about it. They're like on there. He's building I think he made like a fusion reactor with like some sand and some palm oil.
Now he's the original Tony Stark.
He was. Well, I mean, Tony Stark, if Tony Stark couldn't fix a hole in a boat. Go figure.
Go figure.
Okay, so what is your next choice?
Because we're living, living single.
Okay. Yes. As I call it, the Friends before there was Friends.
The original Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Original Friends, but nobody wants to talk about that.
No, it was so Living Single came out in 1993 and Friends came out in, I believe, 94. I mean, but but there's no way that these white producers ripped off Black creativity, because we know that's never happened in the history of entertainment.
That's never happened in the history of America.
Never happened whatsoever. So
never.
The Living Single.
This is the honest country that I've ever lived in. Message
anyway, but so Living Single, it was performed by Queen Latifah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great. So
can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Am I the only one that thought it was Maxine dancing in the video?
It wasn't Maxine dancing in the video?
No, it wasn't.
I would have sworn it was Maxine dancing. I need to go back and watch that, dude.
It wasn't, though. I should have looked it up before I even got on here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't her. I remember looking into that, and it wasn't her.
Oh, okay.
I was sad by that.
We both have the false memory of that. So Living Single, great show, great. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it holds up pretty well. It's kind of funny,
it does.
when it came out, I guess you would have been about 6, and I would have been about 13, and we're watching this show about single late 20, 30 somethings living in New York. So we could definitely relate. You
really man.
You being from a small town in the Midwest and me being from a small town in Southern Appalachia, we could totally relate to that.
Totally relate to that. 6 years old. I was like, go ahead, Regine. Get that ring, girl.
Exactly. So
I was telling Kyle to sing to Maxine. Let me stop.
They eventually hooked up, though, right?
I know. Yeah.
Everybody saw that happen.
Yes.
I just love it when
happy for them too.
When pretty people manage to overcome their struggles and get together.
Man, that's unity.
I want to see I just want to see some more actually I was going to say some ugly person love, but we actually see that all the time with mostly white shows where some schlubby white dude will get with like an attractive woman. That junk goes.
Or if you live in Streeter, Illinois.
Oh, I mean, we ain't going there. Okay. You gonna take some hot takes. I don't go back to my hometown. You go back to yours, so you better watch it.
Okay. Get shake, walking into the circle.
I know. You got someone keep our name out your mouth. So you better watch it. I'm just saying, I don't go back to my
slapped at Walmart.
Exactly. So you better just.
It's gonna be the mayor. Keep my town out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, you better watch it. Shoot. All right. So my next choice is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
I mean, everybody knows the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Everyone.
Once again, the star of the show made the theme song. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We the good theme song, good show. Let me tell you something. I finally watched a little bit of the I guess you could say the remake.
Bel-Air. I'm caught up on Bel-Air, boo.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Because like look, it's because like look. It's like someone was like, we're gonna make like someone jokingly said, what if we made a gritty remake of this show? And like I'm just playing, but then the producers were like, no, that's a good idea. Someone should have been like, no, it's not. But you like it.
Cause listen, I can understand where you're coming from, but if you continue to watch it, you would see it. It is gritty, but it's very good. It really is good. They actually just renewed it for another season.
I do not like anybody in that show except for one person, and it's because I'm a low key. It's Will's father, played by Marlon Wayans, and that's because I'm a low key Marlon. I know it's red. I'm a Marlon Wayans stan. I'm not even joking.
Everybody's a Marlon Wayans fan. Let's give Marlon Wayans credit and. Rest shout out. They lost their father. Yeah, that's sad.
But and the original Fresh Prince, let me say something. I'm not just saying this because it's popular to pile on him now. Will Smith is not a good. He's not a bad actor, but he's not the best actor. Like you can see him acting. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see him like trying to act, and yeah, he's like.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Do you does that slap just bother you so that you just now you just like everything about Will Smith you just wish goes to hell in a handbasket?
No, like the slap did, but the slap definitely bought. I'm still not over the slap.
You're not.
Because well, I mean, the thing is there's still okay. First of all, Will 2K is on my MP3 player. That song is 23 years old or 24 years old, and it's still no pun intended, slaps. That being said, I will never be over the slap. And maybe it's
over the slap. I was over the slap that night. Honestly, I was over the slap that night. And personally, my biggest takeaway from it is Bradley Cooper been to the cookout.
Bradley, how random was it's like that story Chappelle said when they at the White House. It's like there's a room full of black people and then Bradley Cooper. And you're like, what? And sure enough, when you see the picture, Cooper. And it's like, what? Does Bradley Cooper? That's what Bradley Cooper does. He's a real Avenger. Like when black people in trouble, Bradley Cooper will just appear. Like maybe when there's going to be like when a black man steps on another black man's tennis shoes, and Bradley Cooper just jumps up and be like, "It's okay, bro. That's his power."
He's a true Black Panther.
He is. He's like, that's Bradley Cooper's low key. He just shows up and diffuses the situation when black people get,
they had him in the picture in the cut. He was over there like, man, what's going on? I'm like, man.
Denzel Washington, Bradley Cooper. You're like,
yes. What? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, okay, it is totally random. It's like it's like they had like a boggle bubble and then Denzel Washington and Bradley Cooper. All right, why not? I mean, but look, we got Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
Man, killing it though.
Yeah.
Killing it though. And you see like the little big lighter commercials, and they'll be like one would be like meant for candles, and Snoop Dogg's sound be like, or for other things. I'm like, these.
Yo, we know Martha be smoking.
Of course.
We know
Martha be high as a kite. Okay.
She's like
having the best munchies.
Probably got like a bong. It's got like a ribbon on it. It's like a scented bong. She's like, and that's a good thing. you know,
with the ribbon.
probably got like some doilies or some junk, something like that.
All perfect, like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
One for each day, different colors, all different things.
Lavender, other colors that I don't know.
Weed collection separated like that too. She probably has her indicas and yellows and oranges and pinks and greens, the light greens, the beautiful colors.
Oh yeah.
The indicas, the ones that put you to sleep. She got those in the brown.
Oh yeah. It's definitely color coded.
Definitely, and it's probably very gorgeous too. I would love to see how she assorts her cannabis collection and her lighters. Ooh, I bet you her house is gorgeous.
Oh, smells like gingerbread cookie. All right. So what's your next choice?
Sister. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a hater. I'm a hater. This show.
Yes, you are.
So Sister ran from 94 to 98, and I think I'm roughly the same age of Tia and Tamara, right?
Where are you going with this shit?
Where am I going with this? It's really dumb. Maybe I shouldn't. I may end up editing this out.
No, go ahead, go with this. Let's roll.
When that show came out, every other dude was just like, yo, man, you see that show, man? They fine as hell. They fine as hell. And I was the one dude like, That was it. I was like, they cute. I'm like,
first off, Tia and Tamara were gorgeous and still are gorgeous.
I mean, look, I'm probably talking smack. I'm probably talking. In the reality of it, if either one of them, say hi to me, I'd probably be like, oh. But no.
Well, which one is single? Tamara?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, the one that's single, they said some dude slid into her Instagram DMs and was like something like, you cute, whatever. She was like, you in LA, let's meet up. And her ex-husband was on an interview, and these people on the internet are horrible. He was on I don't know if it was an Instagram live, some type of interview. They asked him on the video, how do you feel about Tia telling some dude to meet us in LA, and they sent him the screenshot or something. Like, these folks on the internet are horrible. Where do you find this shit at?
Wait a minute. So a dude sent her a message and she was like, okay.
Yeah.
Was there a past history behind them? Not that you know all this, but just in case.
Yeah, that's right. Let me get in my head.
Was it a dude who just like I'm going to shoot my shot, swish, and it?
I think so. That's
really?
what it appeared to me. So you may want to shoot your shot, swish.
I mean, Megan Good, she's still single, right?
She is.
I'm just saying.
She is.
She was with a godly man. Maybe it's time she tries an ungodly man. She ready to sin.
She's only a sinner saved by grace.
Well, it's time to start sinning again.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
I mean, a sinner.
Yeah. I mean, good for him though. So
right. I ain't even mad at him.
That's the reason.
Edit this part out right here. Cameron tried to shoot his shot at Carrie Hilson.
So who's Cameron now? Tells it.
No, we're editing this part out. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Cameron tried to shoot his shot at Carrie Hilson on Instagram and sent to her was like, listen, baby, I don't got a lot of money, but if you can come to Decatur, Illinois, or DeKalb, I can buy you some Popeyes. And she never responded. And ever since then, Cameron says Carrie Hilson ain't shit. You can't see.
Really? He said I could get you some Popeyes. Maybe if he said churches, maybe Popeyes.
That's exactly what I said too. I'm like, well, maybe you should have offered her churches.
Maybe Popeyes a little just too upscale for her.
Maybe the biscuits at Popeyes, those biscuits at Popeyes seem to be they're like hell. You eat one of those without no water, you dead.
Oh yeah.
Right. Hold on, I'm trying to get this biscuit down.
I know, be choking. Cameron be like, girl, you're gonna be choking on something else later tonight.
It wasn't Cameron.
Oh man.
He was hot. He does not like Carrie Hilson ever since then.
Well, whoever was the dude who spoke to whichever sister it was, he is a hero to us all. And
yeah.
and
Hey, shoot your shot.
I mean, some people, dream about climbing the mountain, and while we're sitting there dreaming of it, he's already on the summit, looking down at the rest of us.
Amen.
It's so.
And the old folks said, "Closed mouth don't get fed."
So,
you stupid.
I chose. I cheated, and I didn't tell you my last two. And this is okay. When I tell you, Jazmine, this is so obvious. I'm gonna name two. All right.
Okay.
Good Times and the Jeffersons.
So honestly, I thought about Good Times and the Jeffersons.
Oh.
However, I did. However, I never really watched Good Times and the Jeffersons, so I wanted to choose things that I actually like. I mean, those are good, honorable mentions, though.
Okay, okay. If I were okay, fair enough. So if I focused on shows that I really really like, when I think about it, most of the shows that I really really like don't really have theme songs. Like if I said, okay, like Atlanta, it really doesn't have a thing, or like Law and Order. Exactly. Like it has music as theme music.
Yeah, but there's no theme song. I feel you on that.
Yeah, but but come on though. How would you really? You never watched Good Times with the Jeffersons?
No, I watched the Jeffersons.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't watch it like that. So the Jeffersons for me was, I always have these assortment of shows I watched at night when I was a kid. And so the Jeffersons were coming on at like 11, 12. So we got to the point where it's like that point. It's like, I never really cared to watch it anyways. And then it was all that show. It's just like, it went off after like, I think it went off after like The Nanny or something. And I loved that show.
Oh, so, yeah. Why did you choose The Nanny?
So I would have loved to choose The Nanny. However, I decided that I was only going to choose Black shows.
But if you go, but you chose, but your Black shows.
I wanted to show out for my people.
But they weren't even the best Black shows.
I love the songs. I know every word of all three of those theme songs.
Okay, here's the hater of me coming out. You ready?
Oh Lord.
Okay, because the thing is, like, I almost chose Living Single, and it kind of falls in the same, but it doesn't. Because I was listening to yours, because like I said, a lot of your shows, they came out like in the early 2000s when I was kind of aged out of them because they were cartoons. And I was like, man, they all sound very similar. And I realized that it's that period of R&B where it all sounds. And I love that period. I love that period R&B. But there's a part of me, like when I listen to like, I don't know, Total or Seven or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It all kind of sounds very, very similar.
They do.
Yeah, or like that Atlanta sound, like Jagged. Well, Jagged Edge and what, like that late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All they songs sound the same. And even like their big, did they do the ones Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married?
Yes.
And isn't that so romantic? Look, we ain't getting younger. We might as well do this. Your choices are running thin. You're getting old. Your boobies begin to sag a little bit.
You getting gray hair.
Nope,
nobody wants your old ass.
Yeah.
You got your hip don't work no more. Your leg go out when you take a one step too many. Like, oh shit, was that my knee?
Exactly.
Might as well go ahead and get married. He said, I'll meet you at the altar. Bitch,
that's romantic right there.
You better walk to me.
Also, side note, so like I was really into Joe when he came. Even though half of Joe's songs is basically telling men how they ain't worth a damn.
They are.
They really are. Like the things your man won't do. What if a woman, like, I'll do the things your man won't do. And then what if a woman?
Yeah. Like, Joe songs, he was fine with that.
Yeah.
If you wasn't Joe, then every nigga wasn't shit. Joe, I respect it though. He made his song. He said, I'm him.
I mean, I'm Joe has no friends because Joe has hit on every one of his friends that he used to have. They girlfriends or wives. He doesn't hit on all of them. That's Joe. We should not be surprised. Joe did every song like you and eventually Joe was just gonna make a song saying your man ain't shit. He's just gonna do
he gonna be in a record studio.
Exactly.
Your man ain't shit. Yeah, your man ain't shit. I'm like, damn, Joe.
Pretty much. I mean, I was waiting for it. So okay. So you have at least 3 honorable mentions. Let's talk about this. All 3 of them at once. Throw them at me.
Okay, honorable mentions is definitely going to be Family Matters.
Okay.
Cousin Skeeter. And Kenan and Kel.
You went Kenan and Kel. Oh, because you were really okay. So let's back up.
Oh my God.
So let's go through each of the Family Matters. Did you watch Family Matters?
Yes.
Okay. As a Black nerd, I look back at Family Matters and I'm offended. It's Black nerd blackface. It's not a positive depiction of Black nerds. Next, so you watch Cousin Skeeter.
Yes.
Okay. Did they ever acknowledge that Cousin Skeeter was a puppet?
No.
Because the thing
I don't think so. Because I mean, I feel like Cousin Skeeter came out like I was really young when it came out. So it's not like I remember going back and watching it, but I remember the theme song because I like music.
Do you remember the words to the theme song?
No, but I remember some of the words like "Skeeter's what I want, Skeeter's what I need." Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. That's so the theme song was basically telling us how who do you know who did the Cousin Skeeter's theme song? Was it a group?
Yes, it was 702.
It was 702. Okay. So it was basically them saying how they're like hot and bothered over a puppet. That's what it was about. It's like there's two. So from the get-go, they're just like, because I remember like I'm hearing that and I'm like, Skeeter does it for Skeeter gets us, I'm like, this is a puppet.
That's how you know Skeeter had them pose.
Let's stop. Anyway. And the thing that also gets me about that is, okay, do you know who voiced Cousin Skeeter?
Bill Bellamy.
Okay, Bill Bellamy, I think he started out, and I have to look this up, I might put this over. I think he was a VJ or he was a host on MTV. Is that correct? Or am I getting that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember this movie called How to Be a Player?
Yes.
Did you ever watch How to Be a Player?
Yeah. Is that the one with Vivica Fox?
You may be getting it mixed up with Booty Call. She may have been in How to Be a Player.
Let me look.
She may have been. I'll tell you what. We look it up. Well, you looking up now? Okay. So she may have been in that. I know she was in Booty Call with Jamie Foxx and Tommy Davidson. I can't remember the other woman's name in that movie. But if you watch How to Be a Player, and I'm saying this, Bill Bellamy's character was gross. Like if I did, because you watch it and he's like jumping from all these women, which okay, fine. He ain't bathing in between them. He ain't bathing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, she wasn't in that movie. All those movies kind of run together.
She was or wasn't?
She was not.
Okay, yeah,
all
you're thinking
movies run together though.
Yeah.
I'd Be a Player. What is that? A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Is that the one with Martin Lawrence and?
Yes.
That. First off, I just want to say that woman has looked like she's been 55 years old since she was in her 20s. I don't know who the lady who plays her.
I can't remember the name of it, yeah.
She's always looked old.
The great thing about editing is once we say that, I can put a picture of her on screen with her name to give some respect to her.
Yes, thank you.
So it was Cousin Skeeter, Family Matters, and what was your third one?
Kenan and Kel. I really have 4 honoraries. Could I have one more extra honorary, please?
Okay, because I ain't got much to say, but I like Kenan and Kel. I think it was Coolio that did the theme song for that.
Yeah, it was Coolio. Rest in peace, Coolio.
I like Kenan and Kel. I'm all for
it.
So no comment to that other than it was pretty good. They're both talented. What's your 4th honorable mention?
Golden Girls.
Thank you. Okay. So you first of all, you put respect on those four ladies.
Oh,
Okay.
I give all the respect for my girls.
Mm.
I told you I wanted to do the black, but Golden Girls was on there.
To.
Trust me.
And once again, as as two young Black people growing up in rural America, we can relate to these four retired white women living in a community in Miami.
I started watching Golden Girls in fucking 6th grade.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's fine. It froze up. It's fine. I can just put something over that. It's fine. But yeah, no, I love the Golden Girls too. I mean,
I started watching it in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't remember a time where there was not the go. I even watched like some of the spinoffs. I think that there was
Something's Palace.
Did you ever watch Empty Nest?
No, I didn't watch Empty Nest. And then there was something like Something's Palace. There were
Golden Palace, I think it was. Yeah. I never watched that one.
I watched maybe like an episode of that, but after Dorothy got married and left, that kind of, it just made me, it just wasn't the same. They needed all four of those girls to be together. But man, I could talk about Golden Girls all day because Sophia, picture it, Sicily, 1921.
I would be sitting there thinking of the years of she like, picture it, Sicily, 1833. You're like, what?
Yes.
Doesn't match what?
My cousin, like what?
1643. It's like making sense. What?
Not a lick of sense.
Yeah.
Not a lick of sense.
Okay. So I could go with several honorable mentions, but I'm gonna do four as well. Okay. The third one's gonna be, or the fourth one's gonna be kind of a cop-out. So I'll do mine were the Boondocks, the Flintstones, and Cheers.
Yes.
Okay, so the Boondocks, everybody, the Boondocks. I mean, it's just a good track. I got nothing to say about that. Flintstones, I never really watched the Flintstones that much. My brother watched it a lot. If there were other cartoons, but it's still, I mean, everybody knows that song. Even if you don't know it, you hear a little bit of it and you'll be like, oh, that's the Flintstones. And if you're of a certain age, Cheers is kind of the same. I watched Cheers as a kid. It wasn't like my favorite show. I mean, well, one, because I'm like 8 and like, what am I?
Oh, so yeah, what? So were you just watching these old people in the bar drink?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not getting half of the. I'm not getting half. Look, I was a weird kid, man. Like I was like 13 years old, staying up late to watch ER.
Now ER was a good show.
Yeah, but I mean, and like ER is kind of like Grey's Anatomy if you took away all the personal relationship BS. Like later
Why
on,
are you trying to bring up Grey's?
Because that shut, man. I'm not even look. It's fine if people like Grey. Is it Sandra Rhimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the thing about
Chicago. Hey, Sandra.
She has these shows where she has like these people in these positions of power or authority or whatever, and they're like smart, capable people, right? But then if you actually acted the way you did in those positions, you would be fired in a week. You wouldn't last a week.
You're right. You would be fired.
And they're like the most emotionally unstable people in the world. Like it's like you're a medical doctor, right? So you went through 4 years of undergrad, 4 years of medical school. Then you went through 5 years of whatever your specialty. And then, so after going through all that, right, the most stressful thing you can go through. And then, so you're working at the hospital and, your boyfriend breaks up with you. Be strong, Meredith. Be strong. And I'm just like, how did you make it through medical school? Like, how did you make it through medical school? Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, oh my God. Or like, what's it? It's like, so explain this. Okay. So Scandal, what position does she have? Like Kerry Washington?
Not Scandal.
Did you watch
No.
Scandal?
I love Scandal.
Okay, what position did Kerry Washington's character have?
At the White House?
Yes.
His side piece?
His side piece. She was a professional side piece. The one thing
I really have a job at the White House.
You don't know. I mean, look, I might look, and this is my personal opinion. I would never tell it. Like, if my this is just honestly my personal philosophy towards like anything, like if it's a movie or if it's a television show, and even the people who make it, right? If you make something and it brings happiness to people, enjoy it, you've done a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And likewise, if there's a movie or a television show that you like and it makes it you know, life is hard, the world is rough, and it gives you that bit of escapism for just that little bit, that's great, you know? Like, for example, Vanilla Ice. Look, man, we can say what we will about Vanilla Ice, but look, we like that song. So
of course we do.
Yeah. So
like,
if I ever met Vanilla Ice, you know, I probably wouldn't say anything to him. But if I did have anything, I'd probably be like, look, man, we legitimately like that song. We still like it. You created something, you put it in the world, and thank you. Right?
Yeah, legit.
That being said, the thing there for me, Skin, was, she's talking to this man who's like giving her his grandmama's ring. He's like, I'm going to give you my grandmama's ring. And she's like, love, it's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. And I'm just like, oh, Kerry Washington, man, I've been crushing on you for so long, man. Like, save last night. And then you just say some shit like that and you just ruin it for me. And I know it's just a character, but I can't get over that now. I can't.
Aww.
No.
So you just don't like her ever since that?
That's so terrible. Who writes that? Who writes that? And then leave.
Writing some Scandal.
Jesus. Oh, man. And anyway, and then finally, if I have a fourth honorable mention, it will be Chappelle Show theme song. Because it's
Chappelle Show.
Exactly.
Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show. I'm over here clapping my legs.
That's all it is. It's just Chappelle Show, Chappelle Show, Chappelle Show. That's it. So
that show was a great show, though.
Yeah.
That show was a great show.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're going to finish up. So once again, what's the name of your podcast?
Big Girl, Little World.
And when is your next episode coming out?
This week. It's going to be, I'm actually probably going to record one tonight and upload it.
Cool.
Yes.
So what are some things you plan on talking about in the next few episodes?
A lot of different things. So I am just evolving in such a new person, and I've lost a significant amount of weight. Still losing, but so far I've lost a significant amount. So I'm really just a new person. Like, and I've done things that's just like so funny. Like, I went to my closet and I just threw away all my old clothes because I'm like, I'm not that person anymore. And I bought a whole new wardrobe, and just because I am just evolving, and I'm just happy that I'm just becoming this person. And so in these next couple episodes, I am just going to be talking about just so people getting to know me still putting who I am out there, share some experiences that I've gone through that have changed my life and that have changed me to becoming the person that I am and how I see things. So that's what my next episode is going to be about. So I hope you guys tune in and listen.
I'm looking forward to them, and I hope that eventually I get to be on one.
Of course.
I beg.
I can't believe it's been like over 10 years we've been friends, dude. This is crazy. And now we're doing this YouTube video.
She's saying this now, but as soon as we get off of this, she's gonna be like, hell no, you ain't gonna get on.
Right. I would be like, no.
Because when the camera's off, she mean to me. She just be like, you ain't getting on mine. 10 years you've been getting on my
I gotta shank them every once in a while.
I will hit you.
Now she gonna hit me.
She hits me. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope I get to be on one. But
yes, of course, I'll have you on.
I'm looking forward to hearing it. And this has been fun.
Yes, it has. We gotta do this again.
Oh yeah.
Next time we should talk about like, I don't know, music or Marvel. I love me some Marvel.
Marvel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can talk about how DC is actually better than Marvel.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road